Well, what is going on, everybody? What's cracking, folks? How we doing, everybody? So before I really get into what I want to talk about in this video, I'm gonna put up a little disclaimer right about now. So I'm gonna try to keep this as short and concise as possible, but I just finished up with 28 days of no stimulants, no caffeine. That's about how I feel right now. I decided to title this video, Why I Quit Caffeine, because that's essentially what I did for 28 days. Now, I'm gonna kind of backtrack a little bit for you guys, and normally I don't do videos like this, so if you guys are just here for food and all that, then I completely understand if you just want to like not watch right now. But here we go. I can make videos like this here and there. So let me backtrack a little bit here. So about a year ago, I started noticing that my mental and physical health just wasn't where it should be. If you guys remember, I put out 2 videos called, I think, Why I Quit or something like that, and another one. And I was seriously considering quitting YouTube just because I just couldn't, I didn't feel like it was my passion. I wasn't motivated or driven by anything. This is gonna be a video that I didn't really ever think I'd make. Yeah, so I mean, I did all that yesterday and I just woke up this morning and I was just feeling like absolute death, and it's like, it's so crazy to me because this has just been, it feels like it's been a constant spiral downwards for me in terms of my energy levels. It's my motivation that's kind of scaring me. Change. That's what it really boils down to. From that point forward, I felt like everything I was doing was just, there was no drive or motivation behind anything, and so I took it upon myself to really, I started doing a lot of analyzing about everything in my life, and one of those things I realized is that I was taking an ADHD medication. And for those of you who are new to my channel and are new to me, I was taking that for a long time. I came to realize that I was way too reliant on that in order to function and just go throughout the day. I started realizing that I was on an upper, but every single day it felt like I was on a downer. There was literally nothing that was going to give me energy. It didn't matter how much coffee I was drinking, it didn't matter how much food I was eating. It felt like I was always in this constant state of energy crash, and I can never really pinpoint it until one day I decided that I just didn't want to take it anymore. There was a point in time where I actually was drinking a shit ton of coffee. That was back in high school, but for the most part, I've always pretty much been on this medication, and I just wanted to see what it would be like if I went without this for 28 days. So some things that I noticed. My attention is gone. I feel like I have no attention anymore, and my ADHD comes out in full force. I mean, even during the time of filming this video, it was, yeah. But that's just who I am. I'm one of those people that just gets easily distracted, and I have to really just, I guess, I have to learn how to manage that for the rest of my life. My sleep was terrible beforehand. I don't know why, for the most part, it hasn't gotten any better. I was kind of let down during this entire experiment because I thought my sleep would actually get a little bit better. I actually get better quality of sleep now, but falling asleep is actually way harder for me to do now. Whereas before it was like very easy. I would say this is arguably one of the biggest reasons why I decided to quit caffeine and everything, is because I didn't want to operate anymore on like this pseudo-induced caffeine high that I always felt whenever I was lifting or whether I was riding my bike. Just to be artificially motivated by something is just not a good feeling at all. And to be able to say that now, when you operate purely on just sleep or lack thereof and rest and food, it just puts you in such a better, I guess, I don't really even know what to say, like a moral state. My appetite is, again, through the roof. It was always funny to me because I do these eating contests and I would do these eating challenges, and I had no problems fasting or anything like that. And I started out doing eating challenges and mainly fasting throughout the day and then doing the actual challenge. But for me now, I do most of my challenges when, you know, after I've had breakfast in the morning, or, you know, I've had already a meal for the day. It's actually really, it's honestly kind of scary because I knew I had a pretty big appetite before all of this, but now it's, yeah, It's up there. But then again, that's something I'll have to manage for the rest of my life. I feel like ever since I quit caffeine and I quit my ADHD medication, it's called Concerta. So after I quit all of those, I felt like I was able to get more of a sense of me back. And a lot of you have just sent over great comments. There have just been so much positivity in the comment section, just from you guys saying that you like seeing me laugh more and you like seeing more of a genuine Erik come out, and I really, really appreciate that. For me, I do feel like that is actually the case, and I feel like I was able to get more of a sense of me back during this entire month that I've done this now, and it's been nice to laugh. I've said this in many live streams and many podcasts, but I've laughed more in the past 4 weeks than I have in the past 4 years. And that was very, very powerful for me to realize. Now the big question is, will I go back on Concerta? Will I go back to drinking caffeine? And guys, I'm gonna start drinking caffeine. Like, not probably anytime soon. I don't know when, but yeah, that's just a given. Like, if it's gonna be, you know, here, I'm gonna go travel here in a week, actually no, a few weeks, and I'm gonna stop at a diner, I'm gonna stop at an IHOP and get food, I'm not gonna like not drink caffeine. I mean, I'm not gonna drink coffee. I fucking love coffee. Do I need to say it anymore? I fucking love coffee. And I'm sure all of you guys do too. Caffeine is gonna be in pretty much a lot of things. Apparently I'm already consuming caffeine when I put baking cocoa in my oatmeal. I don't know. YouTube comments. You guys get it. But caffeine is pretty much in everything. But the really big question is, will I take my ADHD medication again? And for me right now, at this point in my life, I don't really feel like I need it at all. A lot of people will say, well, you didn't need it when you were in college, but guys, I have pretty bad ADHD. And it helps. It really does. It really does help with ADHD. It does help with people that have really severe attention issues, and I'm one of those people. But I did just graduate from college. Therefore, I'm not in a classroom anymore. I am about to take a nice little rest break. I'm about to go on a trip, and it's not really going to be needed at all. So at this point in my life, I don't really think I do need it. So what's the point of making this video? Well, guys, a lot of you drink caffeine. A lot of you are used to taking pre-workout supplements. Maybe even some of you take Concerta. I don't know. Ritalin, all these things. So think about it, guys. Think about if you want to continue to operate, I guess, on something, or be reliant on something. If you're okay with that, you know, it is one of those things I feel like kind of boils down to morals. I would implore those of you who are reliant on things like this to just give it a break for a while and see how you feel. Don't be like me. I honestly, after the first few days, I wanted to just quit. I wanted to say, screw it, I wanted to be done. But I realized that in order for me to kind of get my, I guess, body back to normal again, and give my adrenal glands a much needed rest time. Yeah, I guess. That's essentially what happened. My adrenal glands grew reliant on caffeine, stimulants, and everything, so they weren't being affected by it anymore anytime that I took this drug. So, you know, consider it, guys. Just, you know, it can apply to so many different people. Caffeine is the most widely abused legal drug that we have access to. I figured, you know what, guys, it's something that we should all consider. It makes it feel good. It really does at the end of the day. So I know a lot of you are like, dude, I'm not giving up my coffee. And I'm not saying at all by any means to give up your coffee, but maybe try tapering down from 3 cups to 2 cups. And hey, eventually you may not need 2 cups, you may just need 1 cup. And for me, just to look back on past videos and watch myself, I feel like now I'm more of a, I guess, faster human being. I was even watching a video from like last year, and it was just so almost debilitating to me to watch and see how slow I was on camera. I don't know if it was just the day or how tired I was. Granted, every day it was pretty much just wake up, ride for 2 hours at 6 a.m., pretty much exist on a few hundred calories, then go home, eat a bunch of vegetables and chicken, and then film stuff on YouTube and then go to sleep. So I don't know if that was the case back then. Admittedly, I just got done with a long day of work, so I'm a little tired, but I wanted to touch upon a few things with this video. Now, for those of you who aren't really aware about competitive eating or really what goes on in the world of competitive eating, this is essentially the Super Bowl of competitive eating. It looks and seems like I was a different human. So I just feel a lot better now, and I feel just a lot more coherent, which is good. I won't ramble too much longer, guys, but we made it for a month. I'm happy. So that is the end of the video, everybody. I just want to say thank you guys for sticking around. I know a lot of my true subscribers are watching this right now and have watched it in full and are supportive of me. Again, guys, it's not just eating videos on this channel. Believe it or not, I do other things besides that. So if you guys haven't already, check me out on Patreon. It'll be right there. It's a great way for you guys to support us YouTube creators that do take time to make videos like this. If you guys haven't already, follow me on social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram. You know the drill. Thanks again for watching the video, guys, and go right ahead.